Might as well take my glasses off. I can see everything fine.
Your room's muted, right? Make sure mine is. Mine's not, of course. Dummy me. There we go. Now mine is. And make sure you invite your friends.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Hello, hello, you guys. Welcome to SugarSkull Sweeties. And
Welcome.
make sure that the volume is good. Can you guys hear us okay? Can you hear the music okay?
My voice is low.
Hey, Todd.
Is that better?
NC Princess. You guys, we got a freaking awesome show tonight.
A little more. Okay.
So make sure you guys stick around. Cause awesome show.
My mic's turned up full.
My speakers are up as far as they will go. Hey, Hostile! Welcome back! Can you guys hear music okay? Phonetic!
Everyone hear me okay? Hi, Hostile.
Oh, I said hostile. Hostile. There's an I in there. Hostile.
Okay, hostile.
Gotta say it right. How it's spelled.
Is that better? Brock's telling me that I'm not being very loud. It's turned up full.
Nitro. I'm glad you actually showed.
Nitro.
Hello, hello. You guys, awesome show tonight. Make sure you guys stick around. If you follow us on Facebook or Nuclear Vandalism, why are you depressed? If you follow us, you guys know what's gonna come up. Claire, why are you depressed, Nitro? And why isn't Miss Starfly turned up loud?
Why am I not turned up loud? Why can no one hear me? Is that better?
Oh, I have no clue what that is, but I'm sorry.
Is that better?
My mic is really loud. Okay, well, I can control that. Is that better? How I Met Your Mother.
You're high. Okay, how do I fix this? My mic is turned all the way up.
Encrypt! Welcome,
Now it's
welcome.
better? Am I better, guys? Nitro, I cried watching the series finale.
Okay, so we're good on volumes.
Okay, Mom can hear me.
Awesomeness. So, I want to know what you guys got for Vape Mail, because I got quite a few things that I would love to share, but I want to see you guys. What did you guys get? What did you get, Scholarfly? Didn't you get something today?
Today, no, but I did get my Vapeling. You guys have seen this, but I'm emphasizing it today. I got a new Nemesis, and then I got my MS Awareness J-Rap that I won.
Oh, Princess didn't get anything today. Fanatic got a wooden stand today. Awesomeness. Hello, Kitty.
Awesome.
Welcome. So, you guys want to see what I got? I'm so excited. I got my pink Vamo V5. Hello, Mad Scientist Vape. And
Hi, Kitty.
I got my 5 Punch t-shirt. Yes, pink, really. And I got 3 flavors of 5 ponds. So excited. And
one is autographed.
they both autographed it for me. So excited to try. Yes, they did cheat at me. Awesome. Nitro got a Nemesis magnets, and I got a Nemesis magnet, and I got a Nemesis magnets, and I got a Nemesis magnets. Wow. And what else did you get? Didn't get any vape mail, but I got back from supporting my local B&M 30 ml strawberry cheesecake and 30 ml raspberry cheesecake. And oh my god, awesomeness! I got a 350 Nemesis tube. I got a 490 Nemesis.
490.
And a 650.
Dang, Nitro.
Right?
What color did you go with? And you got a green K Fun tank. Jeez, was it birthday day for...
And a blue one, of course.
You got a pink K Fun tank? Oh, I'm sorry, No Saints J. You didn't get any vape mail. A purple and a black. I want the purple one.
Oh no!
I want the pink one.
It's not. Wait, your mod's not working? What's going on? Let's see if we can't fix it. What's going on with it? I got a purple K-Fun, I got a black K-Fun, I got a yellow, and I got a clear. What about pink? You left out my pink.
He did. He said he had a blue and a pink.
Oh,
green,
there it
blue,
is.
a pink, and then the other ones.
They'll go.
Is my volume too... Am I too low, guys?
I got a striped wide board drip tip. What? That's interesting. Oh.
Got a lava tube 2.0. None of my pro tanks will work. Keeps reading 9.9 ohms and won't vape.
Okay, can somebody... Who's low? Princess is low? I mean, Scholar is low, Princess? I have you all the way up as far as volume-wise. Yeah, sure, low.
And I'm...
Can anybody...
I'm turned up all the way.
NOS... But vape's too hot for it? Is there another... I'm still loud. Is that better?
Am I better, guys?
What is Rock carrying? He's like sitting.
He just shook his head. He's eating.
So is that a yes or a no shaking his head?
Yes, he said he can hear me better. Princess, can you hear me better? I am saying something. I keep forgetting there's a delay.
Yeah, there's like a big delay.
When are people going to learn to stop asking for my vape mail? Well, Nitro, you can share some of that vape mail with us.
I won't ever ask you again. Jeez. Be like that. I'm still loud. Okay. How?
That's just giggles, though, guys.
Well, here. I can fix that. How's that? Is that better? I'll put it on my head. No, that's not better, or what?
What's it reading? I think he said it was reading a 9.9.
Yeah. 9.9.
No, not better. Better. Okay. What to do, what to do. Oh, we love you too, Nitro. My husband's coming over to try and fix it.
down. Is that better?
You fixing me, Hubskis?
No connection to center pin.
Oh, that's no good.
Lock it down. Put some sugar glue. Super glue on it. I thought that said sugar glue. I was like, huh, I didn't know there was some sugar glue.
Is that better, guys?
I put my clear on it and it reads, okay, kitty. It's too hot.
It's not better yet.
Hey, Jenny B, welcome, welcome.
It's all the way up, babe. It's a little bit better, princess.
I get excited a lot.
Yes. She does, she does, she does.
I mean, like, seriously, if you're not excited and you're hosting or co-hosting a show, what's the point of, like, sitting there being on monotone? Hello, my name is Giggles.
Hi, I'm Scullerfly. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to SugarSkull Sweeties. We are so glad that you could join us. I got my pink Famo V5 in the mail today. And I got my 5 Ponds in the mail today. See? No, how exciting is that? Like, no, that's not
It's very ungiggle-like.
Yeah, can you imagine a whole show with me doing that? Aw, you're gonna beat up your mail lady? Okay, so the center pin on what? The mod or the Pro Tank base? It's a Lava Tube 2.0, the mod. And smidge carefully. Can you pull it up and smidge just a tad? Uh-oh. I lost my co-host. Hold on, you guys. Let me see if I can go find her. She just didn't want to be on tonight. You guys scared her off. She totally went offline. No, she didn't. There she is. You guys scared her off. Okay. Tell her to call me back when she's ready. It's all gravy. Where should I go? Well, my co-host will be right back. So should I go? Why is that? Princess, why are you so tired? Mickey Clouds! Mikey Clouds. It's really Mikey. I like Mickey. Mikey Clouds, welcome. My co-host is, MIA for the moment, but we will get her back because we got tons of giveaways and we have a special guest. Aren't you excited? So Facebook has about got under my skin the last couple of days. Why is that, Encrypt? Hey Giggles. Hey Mikey Clouds. Hubby asked me if I was ready to head to Vegas. Oh God. That is nuts. That is nuts. Oh, I think we got my co-host back. Hold up. Hello, hello. Welcome back.
Well, sorry about that. The computer just froze and decided it didn't want to let me.
Oh no, you're fine. Give me 2 seconds to get you back on to the thingamabobber. They can hear you. They can hear you. They just can't say.
Do I sound better?
I don't know. Does she sound better? Hold on.
Do I sound better?
We're gonna do a pizza ad real quick. Remove. Oh, crud. Oh, I thought it was sauce feed. I was like, wait a minute. My sugar. Hold on, you guys. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely. Haha! There she is!
What? What I do? No, I'm not doing ghost. Yeah. I can pull it up. Can you guys hear me? Can you all hear me?
App ads galore.
Who isn't on?
Yeah, I hear ya.
I'm telling ya.
Metro!
Metro!
Oh wow, you get really pixelated, my dear.
Do you match your polish to your mood?
Sorry.
And we know lots of women who get it too.
So, it's 8:15 my time, 9:15 her time. Who wants a giveaway?
Click the banner to get started.
Let's see what the first one is. I put them in order. Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Our first giveaway is from Tarot Labs. Who wants it? Who wants it? Metro wants it.
No, Metro. You have enough of it.
Remember, mods can't win, but every mod should just about have some Tarot Labs.
Yes, they should. Do you want me to pick the number, or are you going to pick the number?
We'll let you pick the number.
Ooh, I get to be special today.
I think they all have some by now. Oh, Princess, do I count as a mod? Nitro, no, you do not count as a mod because you're in my room, and unless you have a little green mod status by your name, you don't count as a mod. So you can win. What is Tarot Labs? Are you kidding me? Only the freaking greatest juice ever. Hey, throw in some links. I can't throw in links.
I'm working on it.
Hey, Martin, welcome. Throw in some links to Tarot Labs. Can we piff to the auction? Yes, you can piff to the auction.
Absolutely.
And if you piff to the auction, just write that in your comments because I'm actually one of the people that is collecting for Tarot Labs. So yes, she can definitely piff to the auction. Freaking awesome.
And
who? My favorite flavor, I have two right now. It's High Priestess and Emperor. Freaking great. I have to try Chariot, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, they're all my favorite, and I have to say that. No, there's really only two out of all of them that I don't like. And that's one because I don't like tea vapes, and the other one is because I absolutely hate Anise vapes.
So you got your number picked? What are we doing, 1 through 50?
I've got my number. Yes, I believe that should be a good enough number. Yeah, 1 through 50.
We'll do that for the whole show. Remember, mods cannot win. You have to piff, and you can piff to the Dr. Oxide Fun or to the RWB. Right now, I would really like the Dr. Oxford Fun. Oh my God, Dr. Oxide Fun. Blah 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 blah.
She speaks English,
and
really.
because I can't play, I can't win, so I'm actually gonna piff it, and I don't even know what the number is.
You and Vision have the same number.
Of course we do. He likes to take my number. He loves to take my number.
And I'm watching the numbers as they come in so I can tell you who is closest or the winner.
Jugga,
put a number 1 through 50.
and you have to fit
Nitro
it.
72 does not count.
1 through 50. Okay, remember, once the stop goes in, you cannot, do not, 0.3. Okay. You cannot type, okay?
Put another number in, Nitro, real quick.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No typing. What's the number, my dear? Hey, Johnny.
The number is 13, and you and Vision were the closest ones with 10.
Vision, I'm going to piff to Dr. Oxide. What do you want to do? Okay. If you want,
Sounds good.
Can you fill out that form or fill out the form and put my address so that way it comes to me so we can do that. And I'll get it over to Metro and let them know. Hello, Vapors. Hello, Incubit. And the mask juice. I'll have to definitely try that. Oh, I'm getting feedback from the show.
Nah, it's not me.
1 bottle, like you always do for shows. 1 bottle, a show. What did Taro give away? Your whole line. One of every flavor.
Cassie.
Oh, you're kidding. They have one called Pink Bunny. Are you serious? I want that. Just because it has Pink Bunny.
Is your partner in here tonight, Metro? I didn't see him come in, but...
Oh my god, there's a new little emotion pond!
That is too cute.
Hey, Killer! Hey, DD!
Hey, DD!
No, he's not. No, I know. It's just 1 bottle. 1 bottle, 130 ml, like you always do. Like we've agreed upon. Throw the links back in. And Vision will fill out our form. We actually have a form now, a winner's form. And we're doing the links, and then if he'll send it to me, we'll put it in Dr. Oxide.
Copy.
There's the link. Use the code MetroCon. Wait, Metro Icon for 10% off, as well as bunnies. You could use either or, but we're on sugar.
You cannot use both.
Yeah, you cannot use both. And buy 2 or more bottles, and you get free shipping. Whoop whoop. Awesome sauce. Okay, we only got 30 minutes and we have to go through this real quick. Okay, so for those of y'all who do not know, Dr. Oxide, we are having a benefit and an auction for him. He has been diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer and has been in and out of the hospital, and therefore his
It has moved to his lymph nodes.
Therefore we are hold on. Can you describe this to him real quick so that way I am Vision real quick?
The auction is going to help with his medical bills, his housing bills. He's been in the hospital now for quite some time. I'm actually shocked he's not in here tonight. We're going to have the auction here on our channel on April 26th. We have opened it up to them because we're the only ones without Saturday programming. And all of this is going to go to help him. And there's mods stands, there's juice, there's mods.
Can you guys
and
throw in the links? There are
lines
links.
of juice.
I sent you guys links for it. Please, please, please go check them out because every little bit counts. And there is a donation if you can't do like a physical mod or juice or anything like that. There is a donation
Through PayPal.
through an account, yes. So make sure you do that. And if you guys want to donate items, you can email me at giggles7269@outlook.com, and I will get you an address to send that to. It's going to be me, and there's 2 other hosts from 2 different channels that are collecting goods. And if you check my Facebook page on Vaping Bunnies, as well as on Doc Oxide, Metro, I do post the pictures of what is going to be on the auction, okay? So make sure you guys keep up with it, because you never know what's going to come in the hands.
Oh, here
Did
it
we
is.
get the link?
I couldn't find it, but I found it. Let me get that in there.
Thank you.
There
you
guys
go. Make sure you guys do that. Did my package come at... Yeah. Yes. In fact, if you want me to show it, I will show it. DD did... And
Welcome, Rusty Shackelford.
There are pictures. DD donated. I gotta get my paper out. A Turtle Ship V2 mod, and it is pretty. Can you guys see that?
We're still on Dr. Oxide.
Yeah, you can't see it, but they.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it might help if I can't.
You were showing me, not them.
This is the mod. My bad. That he donated to Dr. Oxide.
Absolutely beautiful.
Freaking awesome. Yeah, I guess it might help if I went to the screen.
To the right screen.
Well, it's so funny too because he had it rolled, okay? And this is how he had it rolled up, and he had more than just one. And I'm like, "Oh my god, what the hell did he just send me?" And that's tampon. A used tampon.
Oh, only you.
So, I'm like sitting there going, DD, what'd you send me?
Do I open it or do I leave it?
But yes, very nice. So that is one of the items up for grabs on the auction, which will be April 26th, and it will be broadcasted from right here, Nuclear Vandalism. Ooh, ooh. Okay, so we got 30 minutes, so let's go to the next item, which will be just kidding. Ooh!
Just kidding.
Yes, Vape Magazine. Hey, whatever you would like to do, sweetie, is fine with us. Again, just filled and forwarded to Mrs. SugarSkull. Okay, awesome. That's cool. Whichever one you want to do is fine. You know, just any little thing helps. And again, you can email me at this address, and I can get you details on where to send it, and we could go from there. Okay, sweetie? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Miss SugarSkull.
So, for Vape Magazine, are we doing numbers again? This is for a year subscription for free, correct?
Yes, it is. And they do it every 2 months. The magazine comes out. So once we get the information and we send it off to them, it could take 2 to 3 months, but you will get your full year subscription.
Who wants it?
And it's only mailing in the U.S.
Who wants it? Put some ones in the room. Okay, or some jumping rabbits.
Well, they're putting ones in the room to see Metro on the cover in a Speedo.
Nice. Oh, look at him fly!
Yeah, that would be one that I'd have to buy and save for blackmail eventually.
How funny. So, what are we doing 1 through 10? Let's see here. Yeah. How many? 1.
Yeah. 1. No numbers in before the start, and no numbers in after the stop, because if there's any numbers after the stop, you will be disqualified, and mods cannot. Are we gonna let mods?
Yeah,
win
we
this,
can
or
let we can let mods win this because it's something
Okay.
new.
Yes, mods can win this.
The closest number without going over is my rule. You guys know this. Hey, wait. Hello. Where's the
Nitro,
start?
no numbers yet.
I didn't
There's no
see.
start.
Did you see a start? I didn't see a start.
I didn't see one.
Okay.
I see a bunch of Easter bunnies hopping around.
I don't know if you can piff that. Well, yeah. I don't know if you can piff this to the auction.
I don't think so.
Because it's a subscription. So we can
Yeah, I don't think
you
so.
can piff to another viewer. You just can't piff to the auction, not for this. Because once we send the email, unless we don't send the email until after.
Mm-mm.
But that would be a little complicated.
You've got to be kidding me.
What?
Nothing. You'll find out in a second.
Okay, yeah, piff to somebody in the room. Don't piff to the auction, because that's going to be a little bit harder.
Or the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, definitely not the red, white, and blue. So you guys got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Have you ever wondered
1.
why a Coke from McDonald's just seems to taste so good? Maybe it's
What you
because
got?
it's just $1.
My number was 30, so Rock won it.
Oh.
And how he managed that, I have no idea, because I have the paper as far away from him as possible.
Rock, what are you going
There
to
was no cheating.
Coke and McDonald's.
Rock, are you going to piff or are you going to keep?
Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea is $1 at McDonald's. So
You
there's
piffing or
more
keeping,
happiness
Rock?
to love.
Bye.
It was not rigged. It was not rigged. I swear to you.
He's piffing it. Okay. Who do you want to piff to? He's got to pick to somebody. He's got to pick somebody
Pick
in the
someone.
room. In the room.
Princess.
Okay, Princess, I need
Princess
you to
for
go to
Vapor.
our new winners
Is
form.
that the right one?
Yeah, they're all the same. When I go to copy and paste it, it's all the same.
Okay.
It's for some reason. Fill out your winner's form, and I'm going to send you a secret code, and I will let Vision know. Okay, there it is. Vision has it. A secret code, even though I do trust you. Make sure you put this in the comments. And I guess I need to send Vision the secret code too, so that way he knows what it is.
Right. For all our winners tonight, we're gonna send you the secret code.
Of course. Okay, Vision, you got another email, and I love your last comment. Thank you so much. Very sweet. Did I get your email? Give me 2 seconds and let me look. It went to my junk folder.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I did get your email, and I will respond to it after the show, if that's okay.
Uh-oh, we've got super hugs going on.
What's the sponsor's name? Put the link back in.
This is their Facebook and their website. You can go and order your own, or you can always try to win again some other time.
If you guys order, please make sure you tell them that you heard it on SugarSkull Sweeties, please, so that way we can continue and possibly have them as a sponsor, so that way you guys could keep up with the latest vape mail or vape magazine. Okay? Please, please, please. And I think we'll wait on the other one.
Okay.
Because don't we have one more? Or two more?
Yes.
One more.
We have one more.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then anything from AAA.
No, we don't have anything from
Which-
AAA
no.
today. Nope,
That's right. Okay.
not today. Oh, who was that? Just one princess? I'm trying to write these
Yes,
down.
Princess for
The magazine.
Princess for Vapor. Or Sapphire, whichever you want to call her.
She's gonna be princess. I think she got rid of the sapphire. Okay, so anyone try anything from PB Dragon? No, I have not. Oh, Vision has.
I have not either. I know Jugga just got some in too. I don't know if he's tried it yet or not.
Isn't that the one who has the pink bunny?
Yes. Oh, Mom, you got some too? You might have to try them.
Yeah, no kidding. And what is the name? PB Dragon?
PB Dragon.
Okay. Who had
Has that written down. Oh, Namaskar has the pink bunny.
Oh, okay.
And actually, if you go on to SugarSkull Sweeties, we do have them as a group.
Oh, hey, throw in the
That we're
links
in.
for SugarSkull and for Nuclear Vandalism. By the way, just an FYI, if you're not part of the Nuclear Vandalism group, you will not get our specialty codes unless you get them in the rooms and during our shows. So make sure you guys go and join our Nuclear Vandalism group. It will have your schedules. It will have giveaways. It will have events in your area. We're trying to keep up with all of that stuff for you guys. So make sure you guys go and be a part of the Nuclear Vandalism group. As well as if you scroll down, there's our schedule. And you can hit the follow button and it'll tell you when we're on. Yep, yep.
There's both links in the room.
Yep, yep. Scroll down. I love my pink Vamo. It's like, it's light compared to my other two. Where did the name Nuclear Vandalism come to? Metro, are you still in the room? Yes.
That is all Metro.
That is all Metro. Metro came up with Nuclear Vandalism. How did you come up with Nuclear Vandalism? It doesn't have anything to do with vaping, and it stands out, is what I tell people. How did you come up with it? Another time, okay. I just got Karma. It's listed as a cream soda. I don't know if I got the wrong one or what, but this should taste like menthol thing. Oh, that sucks.
Welcome, 777. Because I am not even going to try.
Yeah, that's what I call them.
that.
777. I don't even try with that one. Rigid 777. Welcome, welcome. What are you
We'll
guys?
just go with 777.
Reg edit.
Reg edit.
Reg edit. Reg edit. 777. Okay. Registry.
You guys are getting all technical on me now.
What you think? In all honesty, Kitty, I would suggest contacting him and just ask him if it was supposed to be a menthol type of vape, because that's what it tastes like, and they could have maybe put the wrong label,
Put it in the description. Yeah.
or put it in the description if it's supposed to be a menthol, because I don't vape menthol.
Yeah, I would say something only because if you're not happy with something you paid for,
Well, and not only that,
that's an issue.
but if you're reading, hey, RG Blaze, if you're vaping on something or you go and buy something and you want to talk about it and tell people about it and they go read the descriptions and there's stuff in there that somebody can't vape or doesn't like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know. So I would just bring it up and just ask them, yeah, allergies is a big one. You don't want a lawsuit.
Yeah, because both Giggles and I I'm sensitive to lactose. She is lactose intolerant. So mother's milk for us is pretty much a far-fetched dream.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would definitely just kind of like let them know, just, you know, when you write your email, just, you know, I just want to bring it to your attention that when I got this flavor, that it was really mentholy. Is that part of the taste, or can we put descriptions a little bit more descriptive on your website of what you have in there?
And then, of course, there's also the ones that are very sensitive to or cannot tolerate the artificial strawberry.
Right.
And that's my husband. Anything with strawberry in it, he's sicker than a dog. So that stuff needs to be included.
Definitely needs to be included, so just make sure you guys do it. Okay, so Miss Scullify is going to talk about this wonderful vapeling she got.
Rochelle at Vapelings, I contacted her and said, you know, I want something. We're starting a show, and you know, it's going to be called SugarSkull Sweeties. I love Sugar Skulls, anything skulls, really. And these are the colors I like. And she came up with this great idea. It's beautiful. I've got green, pink, and purple skulls, and then beads, and it's bling for my mod.
Okay, why don't
And
you
I
show
love
us?
it.
Show
I'm
us.
trying. But you've got the Vapling thing up.
Oh, crap. Hold on.
You're
Just
in the
kidding.
wrong room again.
Sorry. Hold on. Just kidding. Hold on. There we go. Now you're up on the screen. Okay, go up just a tad bit, 'cause we see more of your mod. There you go. Can you guys see that?
Can you see?
Sister Creepy! Sister! That is
And it
too
just
cute.
just hangs off my mod, and I love it because it makes it mine. So because of Rochelle is so awesome, she had sent that to me, and she goes, you know what? Go ahead and give away one on your show after you get your first Vapling. So, and she does make them to order. I know Jugga has had special ones made by her, and I gave her the little information I wanted, and she did it. So it's awesome. I love it.
Make sure you guys go befriend her on
Yes.
Facebook. There's her email
Let me
address,
pull-
and she's also going to put it in your links in the chat for you. You know, Kitty, you can never have too many. I have 2 on one mod, another one on another mod, and I just put another one on another mod. Can never have too many.
And Cookie Goddess just made me one in remembrance of my boys, and I can't wait to get it from her.
Nice.
I'm so excited. And now she's trying to make them so that you can carry your juice on it for the people that are dripping.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
They have a lot of cool ideas. So, yes, Rochelle is awesome. She's very friendly, and she is quick as can be.
Do you have your number?
Yes, I do.
Don't change numbers. If anything, we'll have a vapeling off. A vapeling off. And
Vaping off.
now this you can piff if you like. And what I can do is I can actually send you my address through IM if you want to piff it to the Red, White, and Blue or Dr. Oxide. Ten, 9, the numbers are slowing down. 8,
Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Oh, now they're picking back up. 1. Hold on, don't show the number yet. Let's get you back on screen and then you can show it.
Okay. The number is 24, and there was a tie between Kitty 90 and No Saints.
How
No,
funny.
yeah, No Saints J with 22.
So, Kitty and No Saints. Are you guys ready to do a vaping off, or what have you guys decided? You guys both want to piff to Oxford?
Dr. Ox.
Okay. Who?
All right.
Metro, if you'll put in the link, who wants to fill it out? Who's going to fill out the form? Because I'm going to send you my address if that's what you want to do. I'm just going to choose one. Kitty. Whoops, Kitty. Whoop, Kitty. Okay. I'm going to send you the code and my address to put in there, and just put PIF2 who you want to the Dr. Oxide.
You guys are awesome for helping Dr. Oxide out.
Yes, you are.
He's such a sweet guy. He's only 27, I think.
Yeah,
they said.
27.
He's only 27, yeah, and he's in good spirits.
Okay, Kitty, I just sent you an IM if you'll fill out the form that Vision put in, and just remember, put in there PIF to Dr. Oxide, please.
Welcome, Lancel. I didn't even see you coming in.
Let's
Hi,
go. Welcome, sweetie. If our special guest is ready, we can definitely get you on in. Just put something in the room, please. Anything. I'll take anything right now.
When you get a chance, let me know if the emails are getting to you. Do you have my actual email address for
Yes.
SugarSkull Sweeties?
The Yahoo.
Okay. Yeah, let me check that right now.
My special guest. Special guest. Where are you? Paging my special guest.
Yeah, I got him, Vision. Our super special
Sure
guest.
thing. There he is. I see him now.
Ah, there we go.
I gotta call him. Hold on. Gotta call him on the telephone. Ring, ring.
Kelly.
There he is. He's calling me. Whoop, whoop. Hold on, guys.
Oh, look at that.
What's wrong?
He's ready.
Okay, hold on.
Wrong one.
Let me...
Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I said. Why didn't it remove you? Hold on. I'm trying to get y'all, like, on. Hold on. Now that it's switched y'all. Really? That's not what I wanted. Screen. Whoop, whoop.
Hi, Bethy Lou.
We got
Hi, Ned
one.
Vapor.
Well, we had one. Uh-huh.
He disappeared.
Just
Our super special guest.
Just kidding. Just kidding. You saw him and now you don't. Welcome, welcome. Now, what do you want us to call you tonight?
Joe's fine.
Joe is in
That's how
the
I met him, was Joe.
Joe is in the room. Woo woo.
Preferably not late for dinner.
Throw some links
I don't know,
in.
a man around that would be okay with that.
Throw some links in for Vaping Malitia. Malitia. I say Malitia. Malitia. Well,
I correct her every time. It kills me.
y'all show him some love and welcome him to the room. Awesome. Thank you, Vision. So, I hear that you're more the other side of compared to Mr. Lesserman. So, what is it that you do?
Well, Jim's our nice corporate image. I'm kind of the grungy, in-your-face image. So,
And what?
when I tell people what's going on with this, they get a little nervous.
That's not good.
Well, we would love to hear what
Nervous in a good way.
you do.
Well, I do a couple of things for the militia. I'm in charge of legislative research, and I'm in charge of getting the local news information up. I have a person who works with me, a guy named Knock Noir out of Texas, and we spend about 6 to 7 hours a day researching news articles and legislative actions and getting them up there for people to be able to see on the website.
And for those of them that
And
do...
then the other thing
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. And the other
Go ahead,
thing
please.
you do...
Yes, I'm also part of the outreach program. I do presentations at the different events we go to, telling them what the militia is, and I tell people things about the industry and things about businesses that show them where their need for activism is important and where their responsibilities lie in being active in this industry.
Awesome. They're saying that you're kind of low. Is your mic all the way up?
Yeah, can you adjust the mic? Have you got any way to bring up my tone a little bit?
Not mine is fully up for you guys. On Uvu, is it all the way up?
Yeah, it's all the way up on this side.
Okay.
I can hear him just fine.
Well, that's good.
Hang on just a second.
Hear you loud and clear. Okay, they hear you. Maybe they just need to turn up their speakers. For those people, because like Crazy White Boy just came in and said he's new here, what is it that you do? I mean, like, what is the organization about?
What the Vaping Malitia is about is creating a single voice for activism. One of the things that we noticed when we came on the scene was that there are a lot of people in different groups that don't want to talk to each other or work with each other because somebody said something wrong to them once, or somebody took a stand that they didn't agree with. And we think that as a single voice, if we all band together and focus on the issues, we stand a better chance of being able to bring our point out about this not being, this being a safer alternative to tobacco, and getting good, sound legislation. That's the biggest push.
And I understand you have advocacies in almost every state. Is it what? How many states do you have now, or is it all of them?
Well, let me explain. There's one thing that people seem to be confused with is that there are no state militias.
No.
There is a single militia that acts as kind of a guidance and to help people organize. And when we first started this, which was a little under 150 days ago, there were only 3 identified state advocacy groups out there, and they were in Minnesota, Utah, and Oklahoma. And as of yesterday, there are 28 states that are on board and either forming up or have an active group now. So I would say that's a pretty good track record for a little more than 3 months.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would have to say I signed in and I was looking at the states, and I'm always curious to see how many more people from Michigan are joining. And I was actually proud today when I went on and it went from 10 to 13. Yep. I know that sounds crazy to be like that, but you know, you see Texas and they have an overwhelming amount of people on it, and you just want everyone that vapes to be part of this because it's fighting for our right. And
the militia's a little different in that the number of people that we're looking for, or the people that are within the number of people that we're looking for are those people who are willing to be active. If you just want to join so that you can say you're part of the advocacy, you're probably not in the right group when you come to the militia, because we will put tasks on you and ask you to do things, and it's a little bit different in that respect, because we really do want people to be active.
Oh yeah. And what
Exactly.
is it? Okay, for those of y'all, for those that don't know, what can we do in order to be active, like in our area or our state or nationwide?
Well, the first rule of advocacy, the very first rule of advocacy is simple. You want to shop at your local or the internet vendors that you feel are fairly priced and support your views. In other words, that are active in the fight. If they're not doing anything that you feel is positive in advocacy, by supporting them with your money, you're supporting a dead end. But if you're supporting those businesses that are actively involved in the fight, the monies that they earn are going to be turned right around in this fight. So that's the first rule of advocacy: is spend your money where you know it's going to be active. And then the second thing you can do is you need to know your local representation. So you should know who your local representative is in your state senate, and reach out to them and start to get aware of them, because a mistake that people make is a law or an ordinance will be drafted, and it'll be something that they don't like. And the first time that they make contact with their legislatures or their local city councils or their city governments is to say, we don't want something. Well, at that point, it's very probable that they're not going to take much interest in what you're saying. But if you've been talking to them every day for the past 2 months, and then you come along and say, by the way, you guys are doing something I'm not happy with, you get a lot more response.
Exactly. I did put in the link for the United States map that shows where the advocacy groups are and
Yeah,
where
we're real
they're growing. Click on your state and you can join your advocacy groups, and please do that, because there's laws coming every day they're trying to pass to not only classify this as a tobacco product, but also trying to tax it as a tobacco product. And
Actually, they're trying to tax it as a harmful product, which is a completely different scenario if you think about it. So what they're saying is, because the reason why cigarette taxes became so high was the federal government created the Master Tobacco Trust Settlement, and in that it says because tobacco harmed people, that the taxes should be higher in order to pay for the health care of an individual who would have been harmed by using a tobacco product. So if you apply that same tax to a product that is 98 to 99% safer, we have a fundamental problem.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Who owns Mystic? What's Mystic? Walmart just went Mystic? I don't understand that comment.
Me neither.
Okay.
This is what, G6? Let me find out.
Mystic. It's a brand. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure
Oh,
out the
probably
answer.
like like. Oh, okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Let's see if they identify themselves.
Identify themselves. So,
The detective is on the case.
do me a favor, for those of y'all who have joined, put a 1 in the room. I want to see how many of you guys have joined, and joined in your state as well. If you have joined in both, put a number 2.
My dog tag should be here by Friday.
That's awesome.
I can't wait.
Only 3 people have joined? Are you serious, you guys? Come on now. Really?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yes, Tara Labs is actually a vendor of the Vaping Militia now.
Yes, they are. They joined with us.
I was excited to see that because I know Metro has been working on that.
Juggalo Vapor, make sure you're a member of the Facebook group. And if you if you're a person that actually does have a problem with being able to come up with the $20 to join, I'll tell you something. And if you join the militia and you send an email through the system and you say that you can't afford, there are people that have come forward and said that they would love to sponsor a person who is willing to be active. So I would say that you might find a way to work your membership off.
There you go. Crazy Bright Boy says, I'm in West Virginia and no advocacy, but I see there is an alert near me for a ban. Have you heard of that one?
Yep. Yeah, that's one of the things. West Virginia just popped up on the radar 2 days ago, and we do not have an established advocacy in that area, and I've been trying to find someone. So, Crazy White Boy Vapes, do me a favor. My email address is, I'm going to be put in the room. Send me an email.
There you go.
Apparently, it takes one person to start an advocacy, and we might
That's
have a
all it
volunteer.
takes.
Yeah, if there's no group in your state, please, 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 email him.
There's 3 people from North Carolina that are in the Vaping Militia.
So please email him so you can start a group there. There's not, okay, where are you, Kitty? North Virginia? North Virginia, right? Okay. Nevada? North?
We don't have a group. We don't have a group in Nevada yet.
So
Really?
We're looking for people in Nevada.
there you go, Kitty. Email him. Start you a group. We're gonna get this map covered.
Yes, absolutely.
MV,
And
Nevada.
once we get the map covered, once we get the 50 initial groups started, then we're going to backtrack and go back and get some of those groups a little bit more solvent, a little more complete. Work with them on how to build their own membership. If you're a member of a vape club and you meet locally, you have the perfect platform to turn that into an advocacy.
They're making fun of me because I said North Virginia and then I said North Nevada. Sorry, you guys. I saw the MV. I'm just making up states as we go.
She's tired. Leave her alone.
So
And he's in East Carolina. Nice fishing.
make sure you guys do go and email him if you want to start your, the advocacy in your state, because we definitely need to get the word out, and local vendors are freaking awesome. I went up to AAA, which is actually one of our sponsors, and of course what's the email? Vision, can you copy and paste that email back in there for him or for them? I went up to AAA, and broadcasted, and I said, are you guys connected with the Vaping Militia? And she was like, the what? So I had to sit there and we explained it to them. So I'm hoping that they have joined. That way we can get together and do this.
Yeah, it's one of the things that we're working on right now is a package to go out to the brick and mortar stores to try to help them gain their membership. The other thing that we really want to do is, and our new push is trying to work on the education for advocacy. And we were invited to DC to Vape Fest, and during Vape Fest, they gave us 30 minutes of a class to be able to talk to people about what advocacy is and how to get it going. And that class was so successful and so well received that we contacted Bash, and Bash has actually decided to go ahead and add a classroom to what they already had. And Greg Connolly will be speaking, Julie Wassner from CASA will be speaking, and I'll be speaking on both days at Bash. So
awesome.
if you happen to be in the Chicago area on the 10th and 11th, come on by, listen to what we have to say. Well, I'll challenge you. Don't worry.
Claire Go asks, what's the difference between CASA what differs CASA from Vaping Militia?
Great question. CASI is the Consumer Advocates group for all non-smoking tobacco products, including SNES and a few other still tobacco products, but and they also include vaping. Whereas the Vaping Militia is a group that is an activism group, not a consumer advocates group. The difference between the two is we digest information from both consumer advocates group and trade advocates group, and we implement what they say instead of actually taking the position. The Vaping Militia does not have the resources to do the research behind what needs to be done, as in a what is healthy, what is not. That's not our area. But what we can do is we can take a study when it's completed and we can get it out to the public, and we can get information out to the public, educate the public on how they can be active against the legislation that's going on.
I think your partner in crime just walked in. Shh, don't talk, don't say nothing.
Hey, Jimmy. He's the soft and cuddly side of the business.
So give us the hardcore side of it. What's the realization of this?
Well, the real side of this is that if people continue to be completely diffident or to what's going on, if they don't respond when a bill's introduced or a local ordinance is introduced that takes away their rights, very soon you will have no rights. This particular industry will be a thing of history at that point. And people don't realize how fast it happens. A bill can be introduced on the Senate floor, and 72 hours later, we're required to be in front of that Senate to present our case. And if we've got an industry that let's say your average state has 100 vape shops or 100 vape-related businesses in it. And if a senator is proposing a bill that has an impact on those vape shops, you would think that those 100 people would go to the state capitol to express their opinion on that. But what we see most commonly is that they don't. And that's a problem. Because if you're waiting for someone to decide how your business should be run and not taking an active part in the government that controls it, you need to be out of business. And there. So not so soft, not such a soft and cuddly side.
Now, I have looked on CASA's site, and I've seen that there is a doctor that is part of CASA. Have you guys done anything looking into getting any doctors to join the militia?
Actually, having a medical person on staff with the militia would probably not be the best thing for us because, again, our focus is not on, we're not a group that's going to go out and create studies that is going to say how safe this product is or how a particular bottle of juice should be bottled. There are people that already do that. And you know what? We respect and we use their information when they release it. Our job is more along the lines of getting the information out in a manner that allows people to act on it. So it wouldn't behoove us to have a doctor on staff. It would probably be better for us to have a lobbyist on staff or a lawyer on staff. That more fits ours, or a public relations firm. That's more where we would go.
Okay, yeah, because I know my grandmother's doctor has actually encouraged her to vape instead of smoke because her COPD had become so advanced, and now is very happy with the progress she has made since vaping. So I know some doctors are for it. Not all doctors, but some.
Yeah, and we read things like there was a particular post, and what I'm going to say is not a position of specifically of the Vaping Militia, but something that I personally experienced is I saw someone who posted something on Facebook that they had gotten pregnant and they'd gone to an OBGYN, and when they were talking to the OBGYN, they asked about vaping, And the doctor told them that they should cut back on their cigarettes, but probably not quit, because there's not enough information about vaping to know if it's safe or not. Well, that puzzles me. I can't think of any doctor that would recommend not to get away from tobacco, considering there is documented proof of harm to a fetus when you use a tobacco product. And it has nothing to do with the nicotine. It has to do with the tars and the other 4,000 chemicals that are in a cigarette. So,
yeah, I vaped
that's
when I was
crazy.
pregnant, but I only vaped zero nic juice, so.
Princess says that she lost her mother from effects of smoking. She wish she would have. I wish she had vaping back in the day. That sucks. You know,
It does.
every day, I see people sitting there smoking, and I just want to go up and say, "Are you an idiot? Like, do you realize how many chemicals you're putting in your body?" And I've smoked for 16 years before I started vaping, and I just want to shake them and go, "You guys, I mean, I want to use the word trend because it has become a trend in this year, and everywhere you go, you see them vaping, and nobody bothers asking you what it is. And myself, I don't want to pressure anybody else to do it, but I've had a few people come up and ask me, "So what is that?" Because mine are hot pink. I mean, you can't miss it. Like, every single one of them are hot pink. You cannot miss my mods. And people will sometimes come up to me and say, "What is that?" And you go in and you start to explain it to them, and they're like, "Oh, I've heard of those, and where can I get them?" And one day I actually brought my whole stash to work one day with my egos, and that my coworkers vape all day on my egos and different juices, and see how how they liked it, and a few of them actually went out and bought one. So it's just trying to get people to stop smoking is my biggest thing, and I can't even stand it. My neighbors smoke, and I'll walk through the house and I'm like, "Oh my God, stop," because I can smell it. I've become so sensitive to it. But anyways, that was my
I've had a lot of people.
oh.
I've had a lot of people asking me if I was using it for illegal substances, and I'm like, no, this is to replace and help me from smoking. And no, there's no illegal substance in this thing. It's good tasting juice, maybe, but no illegal substances.
Well, with my personal story is when I get up in front of an audience, and one of the things that I hope everybody realizes that vendors should not be making any health claims at all when it comes to this product. It doesn't matter what the claim that you make, whether it's if you're a vendor, you need to not be making health claims, period, because the ramifications of doing that are very serious. But as a user, as someone who's just a vapor, if you make an experience claim on what it's done for you, there's no way to debate that. And I frequently will stand up and I use the word testify just because it has almost become a passion for me, almost like a religion of what's going on. Because I smoked for almost 35 years, and I spent 25 years of that trying to quit. And then I stumbled onto a product that made me accidentally quit with no effort at all. I had to use an e-cig because I'd rented a car and did not want to pay the $150 cleaning deposit that if I wanted to smoke in the car. So I used an e-cig. And then I found out that after I got back from the trip, I was still using that e-cig, and my cigarettes were left sitting on my desk. So, that's my experience. And what has it done for me since? Well, there's 40 points off my blood pressure, and I've lost 22 pounds. I think that's a win.
Yeah. Definitely. And that's the thing is I think a lot of people look at it as a negative thing, but it's really or they're scared. They're scared to put down that cigarette. And I think a lot of it too is like the group
It's
that they
something different.
it is, but the group that you hang out with too. If you're a smoker and you hang out with nothing but smokers, and then all of a sudden you come with a huge mod and you're sitting there vaping, people people don't like that. People don't like outsiders, and I've noticed that. But the thing is Lesser Man actually showed us a video last week, and it was awesome. And I really do believe in that. I believe that you should be, I don't want to say a leader because you end up being a follower as well with it. And I think a lot of people are just afraid to take that first step into better health. Oh, somebody got a dry hit over there.
Well, a lot of, yeah. A lot of people don't understand, when you have been a smoker for so many years, you've already made a bad choice repeatedly. You make it repeatedly every day, probably about 20 times a day. But you don't see the immediate effects of it. And then 10 years down the line, you find out you have this cough. And you know it came from cigarettes. You know that's what caused it.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't let yourself accept that point that I'm harming myself. And that's one of the things that I truthfully believe is my habit now. I'm a flavor junkie. I actually went all the way down to 0 nicotine.
Wow.
Went back up to 6. No change in my blood pressure. I'm happy.
Awesome.
It's fine. But I can tell you what, you take away my flavors, we're going to fight.
Oh, yeah. Ecrypt says exactly accidental quit. Curiosity is why I bought a starter kit, and I found it is very satisfying as analogs. And then Rock says, I was the first one to bring vaping into my work, and now probably 15 people vape and don't touch cigs. Princess makes the comment of, people are too worried about being judged. Do what's best for you and let them talk. And that's my thing, is, if like when I first got mine, yeah, I was kind of like, wow, because I'm used to going outside and smoking with, my coworkers, and I was a little hesitant about like doing it in public and whatnot. And now I got my vape bag, and I keep my mods, of course, in the front, and people are like, what is that? And it's getting there. It's getting there slow, but it's getting there. In my area, anyways.
Well, one of the other things that seems to be coming to the public eye right now, and I'll throw it out there, is we really need to think about an issue of how we're perceived by others, how people see us. And, if you want to be a cloud chaser and in the right venue, you want to do that, go for it. Have a blast. Be a frigging fog machine. Enjoy life at its fullest. However, if you're somewhere like a movie theater, just for example, probably not the best place to vape. I mean, it's a little offensive to try to watch a movie and have to get through someone's fog machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can be decent humans to each other. I mean, we have the capability, and I think that's kind of a message that I've been kind of trying to get out to people is, it's great. Your rights, having your right to vape is perfect, but remember the first rule of exercising your rights. You cannot exercise any right that infringes on someone else's rights.
Exactly.
And that's the thing too. It's like when I go out, if I go to a restaurant or anything, I ask, can we vape? And a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what is that? What?
Yeah.
And I'll have my mods sitting out on my table because I'll either be filling them or cleaning them or whatnot. And then they're like, "Oh, I've seen those," and but of course, most public places do not allow you to vape at this point. DD says
The
when
decision on whether or not it's a I was just going to say the decision on whether or not an establishment will allow someone to vape there, it belongs in the hands of the owner, and that's kind of the important point here. We don't need the government saying, "Oh, you can't vape there." That's not it, because they're actually taking away a right of an owner. I mean, that person owns that business. If they don't want you to vape there and they ask you not to, well, you're being a complete. Well, I'll just say it straight. You're being an asshole if you're not following their wishes.
right.
Plain and simple. Um, and on the same token, if there's an owner that has chose to let you vape, keep a modicum of respect to it. You know, don't chase everybody out with the biggest strawberry cloud in the world. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
as much as strawberry is awesome to taste, let's face it, we don't want to be bathed in it.
Right. Right. Didi had made a comment, when public eyes are watching, they are going to see all the negatives and none of the positives. Lesser Man says, Joe does not let me go out. I am trouble.
Yeah, we keep him locked up.
Princess says, my doctor lets me vape in my room at the appointment. Said I left a better smell in his room than other people. Lots of laughs. Lesser Man says,
Yeah.
especially declaration. That's
I've never had anyone
I
tell
always-
me that I couldn't vape somewhere, so.
Yeah, I always enjoy it when someone comes up and gives me a hug and then nuzzles up next to me and says, "Wow, that smells good. What is it?" And usually I've got something. I'll say something. Could be declaration. Could be Wookie cookie. Could be something like that. And they're like, "Wow, I like that."
It's funny because I actually vape in my office. That's one place I can vape. And IT came up to fix my computer today, and I just took a hit. So I have like a huge cloud in my office. And he walks in, he goes, "Is your keyboard on fire?" And I was like, "No, I was vaping." He goes, "My wife just started that." And I said, "Well, how's she doing?" And he's like, "Oh my gosh, we only got one flavor right now, but she absolutely loves it." And he goes, "It smells so good." Bye, Claire Bear. Princess is saying, it makes me sad. My girlfriend got me started vaping, and now I have a Facebook group from my area. I'm trying to get going, and she told me I was going too far and deep into it, and I was like, wait, you got me started. I want to be informed and help others make that move to a healthier life. Princess, speaking of that, yesterday I was told that I get a new friend, yes, that I am actually too involved in vaping, and the whole vape world. But you know what?
There's no such thing.
I love it. I absolutely love it, and nobody can change my mind. I love broadcasting and informing everybody about what's going on. I love the fact that we have our own group page and we are keeping people informed of what's going on. I'm doing my part that I can to help other people. So that's where and yes, get a new friend. Eclipse.
It's a lifestyle.
It is a lifestyle, and it has.
It's a lifestyle and a very expensive hobby.
It is strange since I am vaping strawberry cheesecake that I have a sudden craving for cheesecake. Well, you won't lose any weight like that, but okay.
Yes, Metro, we do all need to do our part.
Yes, definitely.
I'm not having a problem with cheesecake. I'm having a problem with someone's.
Oh, Tarot Labs.
Magician?
Is it magician?
Is that magician or hermit?
Oh,
That is Hermit.
that's Hermit.
Mike means that it's fine.
That's the one that I put in the dripper for you.
Yep, I love it.
Nice, nice, nice. Do you want to do a review on Tarot Labs tonight while you're on? Let's hear what you...
I'm a terrible juice reviewer.
Let's see how you really feel.
I'm a terrible one because I tell you what, I hit it and I vape it and I just go, damn, that's good. Okay, we're done.
This is how much Rock has left of his Hermit out of his second bottle.
Misty, I'm the same way. I'm bad about skipping meals because I just vape my flavors. I'm so bad about that. Princess says, I am torn between telling her she is stupid, but then Gain was hurt that she was judging how deep I was getting into it. I went from having one ego to now having a toolbox. You know what though? It's your lifestyle. If that's what you choose to do, don't let anybody else push you down. And eventually, maybe she'll come around and see what all you're doing and jump on board. You never know.
And Metro, yes, I'm sure we'll be buying more Hermit soon.
Some people, they're very happy with it. They get the device that they want, they get the addy that they want, and the juice that they want, and they're happy. That's it. And that's fine. I love those people as much as I do those people like my dear friend Jim, who loves his mods. He loves, he has the ability to do it too. There's nothing wrong with either style. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Lester Man says he needs to order Metro Juice. Yes, you do. It is delish.
Jimmy, I'll bring it out to Bash.
It's absolutely amazing. You will love it. Trust me.
Metro knows how to get in touch with me. I'll just tote it out to Bash and save the shipping.
Oh, she buys the corner store junk juices that they make in the back.
Oh, the China juices.
No wonder. Oh, you need to get her some real juice.
Let me talk about that for a moment. Actually, let me talk about that for a
moment.
Go
for it.
There's a lot of people who, and I'm going to step all over myself with the way I say this. Is again back to the activism, buying juice through a local or through an internet vendor that supports advocatism is good. But one of the things you want to be careful of when you're buying this juice that is you find at the gas station or whatever, or a drugstore or a tobacco store even, is there is a standard to what you should consider as good juice. And it's really not being a snob. I know some people will claim that some of us get a little bit juice snobby, but it's not a snob to deal with a vendor that tells you what's in the juice and is creating the juice in a manner that is as safe as possible for you to vape. So if that's your reasons for picking a juice, that it's number one, as safe as possible, and second, that you're supporting someone who supports your advocacy, you're making a good decision. If you're just buying willy-nilly, you're probably not making good decisions for the industry.
She wrote, yeah, and on the other ingredients, they spelled vegetable wrong. I mean, come on. Hello, people. Wake up. Yeah, that might be a hint to not buy their juice. But that's just me.
Right.
Don't buy juice from a bathroom machine.
Juice from a bathroom vending machine ever.
No.
Oh, man. You can forget that. Buying juice. I agree with the guest, however. Just because the package looks nice and they are a bigger company doesn't mean it's being made under ideal conditions with ideal ingredients. And that's very true.
That is true.
I like toilet water to dilute flavors. Wow.
Rock. I can tell you that of the few places that I buy my juice from, I know that they are made in a clean environment.
And don't be afraid. Yes, do your research. Don't be afraid to contact the owner and ask them. In fact, where's the feedback coming from? In fact, somebody got a hold of me, and asked me about what I did and everything, and I told him, and he sent me the link to his page. And I went to look it up, and it was a bar and grill, and they sell e-juice. And the first question that came out of my mouth was, do you make your juice in the kitchen where you make the food? And he was like, no, it comes from Nevada, and they're in California. Wait, is that me feeding back like that? Can you guys hear that? Somebody's feeding back real bad.
It's not me.
Okay.
Did that help?
Oh, you got a bottle with a hair in. Oh, I would be contacting that company.
Yeah, that's just...
And is less than 0.5. And Metro's the one to talk about clean rooms because he has, from what I believe, almost a state-of-the-art clean room in his shop that's going to be opening. If I'm correct, me if I'm wrong, Metro.
You know, those are the good questions to ask. Asking a juice vendor where they make their juice, where they get their ingredients. It's not just being nosy. It's something that you're inhaling. You have the right to know that.
Hostile, I will do. Thank you for coming. Love ya. But if the hair is in that and I can see it, why can't they see it? How the hell does that fit in the neck of a bottle? Good question.
Well, as far as I know, the tips of the bottles are not put on until after the juice is mixed, and then they put the tips on. So, but there's no reason why there should be a hair in your juice whatsoever. That's totally unacceptable, and I would be complaining if I were you.
That's me too.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jay. I'm not sure I'd take that second bottle of juice.
I would say no, thank you.
Does anybody else have any questions for our wonderful guest? Please, he only has a few more minutes with us.
There you go. Don't ever buy from him again. That's the only way to handle it.
Oh, sure, man.
Is there... You have a statement more than... Okay. Is there any militia meets in the future or in the works of planning?
Well, actually, we're going to be at Bash, and there's going to be 2 presentations done at Bash. We'll be doing one on Saturday and one on Friday and one on Saturday. I think it was 6 and 3. 6 on Friday, 3 on Saturday. So you get a chance to meet a good portion of the Corps from the militia. We'll also be doing some sign-ups there. We'll have some T-shirts there. And Metro, again, thank you so much for recognizing what we do, but realize that everyone in the militia is in there for a specific reason, and that is to do the best we can for this industry. And what we do individually for it, we do what we do because of our passion. That's it.
Freaking, and see that.
Kirby, you got your that's one of our sponsors, PB Dragon, for the show that we have on Sundays, 6 to 8. I guess I should pimp that right quick. Actually, let me put a link in the room.
Go ahead. And my mods, can you throw the links in for militia, please?
So you've had PB Dragon juice. How do you like it?
Oh, I'm an absolute addict for Jade Slush. I buy it in a big, enormous bottle. And the root beer is really good too.
Oh, you get bigger than the 120 mils, huh?
Yeah. I usually wait till it goes on sale and grab about 250 mils.
Oh, wow. How long does that last you?
That's embarrassing if I actually admit it.
No, seriously, because my husband can go through 120 mils in about, I want to say 3 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks. He goes through 120 mils.
That's about right, but you also have to realize that that's also with a whole bunch of other juices too.
But you're at 0, Nick, aren't you?
No, I vape at 6 now.
Oh, you're vaping at 6. Okay. There you go.
I did put the link in the room for the Vaping Malitia site. I did want to. That's our archive, our new archive for the weekly show, Vapors World View. That's Jim and myself, 6 to 8 on Sundays. It's an open, basically an open style show. We originally intended, and I'll tell you what's kind of funny about it. When we first came on, we decided that we would just share our vaping experience with everybody. We'll talk about mods, we'll talk about atomizers, we'll talk about juices. We're gonna 2 hours. We got plenty of time to do it, but we decided right off the first thing we were going to talk about was advocacy. We haven't left it. We've not got past the first topic.
That's why you left the vape meet early when I was there.
Yep.
Oh, fun. So what are you vaping on? What mod and what juice?
Today I'm doing Murdoch 710 in a Nautilus on a Nimi, and my other ones is another Nemesis with a Patriot, and that's got Hermit in it right now.
Do you label yours
Okay,
like
so
we do? I have to label mine. See how I have to label?
No, it's whatever's in the middle of my desk is what I'm currently vaping on. That doesn't mean whatever's on the wings.
Oh, funny.
Okay. Another one. Are you for clones or against clones? Because I know some people are against clones, so I had to ask.
Good question, actually. Here's where my stance is on that. Is if you bought that device from Fastex, whether it's a clone or whether it's whatever, you did not spend any money with a local vendor or an internet vendor that has your concerns for advocacy. So that's my problem. The 2 Nimi clones that I've got, I actually purchased from a local vape store, and I paid whatever their price was for it. So I feel in that respect, that vape store is active in advocacy, so I don't have a problem with it. But I will say this much: when you get a real device that is not a clone, the quality in that device, the workmanship, and how it feels, it's evident to you why those things fetch the price that they do.
Does anybody have any questions? Come on, you guys. If not, show them some love. Make sure you guys... Can you post the link again, Scholar? Make sure you guys go check them out. You're going to get what you pay for, yes.
Exactly, DD. You get what you pay for.
If not, please, can you please post the link? Make sure you guys go check them out. Join if you can, and if you do not,
definitely join the Facebook.
Yes, and
definitely become a member of that Facebook. Let me talk about some numbers right quick. In that 150 days that we've been going, we're almost up to 1,550 users on our Facebook. That is an incredible showing of support for the ideas that we came on board with. And there's 250 vendors and vapors who have stepped up and joined us as supporting members in the Vaping Militia. And we do thank every one of them for their efforts and their thoughtfulness in joining us and trying to make a difference in what's going on.
And remember, you guys, go to your local vendors and B&Ms and tell them about this. A lot of those people do not know. Get them to join as well. Make sure it's out there. So, can we show him some love? Oh, Mr. Lesterman, you have an IM. Mr. Lesterman, to the booth, please. Mr. Lesterman, to the booth. Thank you. Tags up. Yes, tags up. Make sure you guys get your tags and make sure you guys go. And mine should be on the way. I think it's in China right now. But
no.
It might be in California.
Mine and my husband's are supposed to be here by Friday, so they're in Allen Park right now. So they should be here sooner than that. But
you know how the mailmen
we'll
are. But you guys make sure, and if you don't have an advocacy in your state, email Mr. Joe, and that way you can start the advocacy in your state and let people know about it. Okay.
Let me talk about two things that are very positive right quick as we
go
leave.
for it.
Okay?
You're good.
Georgia passed a bill through their House and through their Senate that designates vapor products not separate from tobacco products in all respects. So hats off to those guys in Georgia that are fighting the fight and that are doing the right thing down there. And I also want to mention a group in Oklahoma who, for the first time, who has vapors, have two bills that are currently on the Senate floor, and they look like they're going to pass. One's a youth prevention, and the other's a separate taxation bill that says that the vapor products will only be taxed with sales tax. So these were written by vapors, and then they were introduced by friendly legislators in the Oklahoma Senate, or in the Oklahoma House. And again, congratulations to Sean Gore and the people at Oval, the Oklahoma Vapors Advocacy League, for an incredible job for the industry. Thank you very much for all you do down there.
Awesomeness. Okay, on his way out, let's show him some love. Give him some hearts. Yep.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for allowing me to come on today.
Oh my God,
Thank you for coming on.
Yes.
You're welcome back anytime.
Just let us know. Let us know. Thank you so much.
I screwed that one up.
The little heart. And then whenever you're ready, Joe, all you have to do is click the red button and you'll disappear. Bye. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for coming, Joe. Hopefully see you again soon.
Alrighty then. So, I'm trying to adjust you.
Yeah, I didn't mean to put a space. I don't know why it's doing that.
Are you trying to do the heart? It's a 3.
Yeah.
It's the /3. Not heart.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete's. Whatever. I'm done now.
She quit. She quit on us.
I'm done with those emoticons.
So, anybody, let me see, because we have a few people on the room now. What are you guys vaping on? We got about 10 more minutes, and then we go off air for tonight. Make sure you guys come out. See Vaping Bunnies tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And if you'll throw in the links for, yes, they're in Michigan. How do you make a kidney?
We are.
I don't know how you make a kidney. Throw in the links for SugarSkulls and Nuclear Vandalism Group. Again, if you guys want discount codes, you have to be a part of the Nuclear Vandalism Group. If you are not, you won't get the discount codes unless you come and watch our shows. If you scroll down, you will find our schedule for the whole week. And hit the little follow button. And remember, you guys, please, Dr. Oxide, benefit and auction will be April 26th. We are going to be broadcasting it right here on Nuclear Vandalism. If you guys have anything you want to donate, please email me and I will tell you where to send it. All pictures will go up for the donation on the Vaping Bunnies page, as well as in the in their group page as well. Okay, the other thing is if you cannot donate an item, you can donate you can actually do a money through a PayPal account, and if you go up to the link, and Scholar will throw in the link for you. If you go up to the link, it will tell you how to donate if you want to donate, okay? Any questions? You love, love, love the sample box. And I'm actually trying to get them on the show for vaping vendors, so cross your fingers. We are working on that right now as we speak. Well, not right now as we speak because I'm broadcasting, but you get the idea.
As she speaks.
Yep, yep.
It's taken me a little longer today to get these links in.
We got plenty of them. Yeah, if you want to throw in the links to everybody that we did today, that would be awesome as well. If you want to do that, just copy and paste every single one of them. So, did you guys have a good show? Did you enjoy coming and hanging out with Scholar and I, as well as our wonderful guest, Joe? Put a 1 in the room if you did. Have you ordered this month's box? Awesome, awesome, awesome. And again, tomorrow night we have another special guest on Vaping Bunnies, so make sure you guys tune in. We always love to see you guys in here and supporting everybody. That is what we are about, supporting each other as well as our community. So just make sure that you continue to watch, and like I said, your follow button is down below. So in the last 10 minutes, let's see, I'm kind of interested. What are you vaping on? Mod and Juice, go. Was that on the spare of the moment?
Well, I'm using my MVP2, and I'm vaping on High Priestess.
Nice, nice. My Vamo V5 that I just got, and I'm actually vaping on Telltale Tart. Are you laughing at me, Rock? MVP2, Nautilus, and Bite Me Bonanzas, just south of Detroit. Who's going to NC? Vape Mania in August. Strawberry Cheesecake on SVD in Atomizer Tank. Unicorn Blood on Silver Bullet. I wish I was. Aw, Vamo 2, Derailed. Ooh, I can't wait to put my Derailed back in. Honey Perry VTR. Cream. What is the 2 for? Are you going to NC, Princess? I'm using an Eco battery because my mod is acting up. Jeez, why is that vaping on Hope's Breakfast? Anyone? Wait. That was a question, apparently. I'm second-hand vaping off Jay. Going, duh. I know DD's going. We're all bunking with him. He's gonna have to get some bunk beds.
We are trying to figure out a way to go. My sisters do around the same time as Vape Mania, so hopefully I will be able to see her deliver and be able to go to Vape Mania.
That would be awesome. Dripping strawberry frosting. Ooh, that sounds kind of good. Come to my house, camp in my yard. I do not camp anymore, so I deserve a bed. Looks like Elvis. Don't let him lie. Don't let him lie.
Nothing like it. Yeah, she would probably kill me because she lives about 3 hours away from Vape Mania.
From the 11th to the 18th. The first vape baby.
If only I could convince her. She found out she was having a girl today, so we'll see how that goes.
Awesomeness. Well, do you guys have any other questions? If not, we'll get out just a tad bit early, and that way you guys could go do what you need to do, and we can go do what we need to do. And thank you for Lesterman to come in, if he's still in the room, as well as
Yes.
Martin. That was freaking awesome. Love it, love it.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And of course, thank you to Metro for coming.
Yes.
And Rusty was here, but he left. He must have been busy.
Well, here, let's just do
I know
this.
they have quite a bit of... You want to do roll call?
Shout outs. DD. Encrypt. Fanatic. Kimmy Adams. Lancel. Mikey Clouds. Mind's Eye. Misty Mad Vapes. J. Princess for Vapor. Yeah, 777. Saints Vapor. The Lesser Man. And Vapin Drummer. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. I love you guys. A vape on and piff. We'll see you next
Metro,
week.
go bottle more. Go bottle more juice, Metro.
Make sure you guys catch out Vaping Bunnies tomorrow. I do not believe that there is a show on next to us. But we will see you tomorrow on Vaping Bunnies. Love you.